Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Wyoming Cowboys, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Seminoles will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Wyoming's offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows to have success in this game against this defense is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense. Their strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses the defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win. So it'll be a fun individual matchup.
Caught behind the line. It's home. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Anderson will throw. Fires to the wideout. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Touchdown, no! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six.
And that is not the start this offense wanted. You're trying to come out, you're trying to create some momentum and get a rhythm and consistency, but you throw the pick six early and put yourself in a hole, not good.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Leaves it with the running back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one. The Cowboys moving quickly to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Going to swing it on second down. Firing to the right, complete. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. On third and long, try to convert through the air. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. And the Cowboys will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. So Florida State's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Let's see what they've got on second down. He wants to change this route. To the air, it's Glenn. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle, it's McCoy. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. This guy hoping to join that long line of big playmakers for Florida State, whether it's Rashad Green, Kez McCorvey, or, of course, the great Peter Warrick.
Yeah, finding those guys on the outside with game-breaking speed that you can build your offense around.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
Well, that DB did everything right on that deep shot. You saw the speed, you saw his ability to turn his hips, and how about getting his head around, locating the football, and then knocking it away? Couldn't have done that better.
Scrambling away. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Wants to throw again. Hauls it in. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And the Seminoles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Noles injecting some attitude, throwing the spear down and declaring they're going to run the football.
Run the football, be aggressive. This is the part of the offense that, remember, it was a long time Florida State offensive line play wasn't good enough. They got to get that physicality, that run game, if they want to be a great program again.
The Noles will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
Got it behind the line. It's McCoy. And that's good for the completion percentage and bad for the yardage. They lose ground on that one. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Back to pass, it's Glenn. Lets it fly. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. And they decide to trot out the kicker. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And that will extend their lead even further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
I think the offensive coordinators over there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go, that makes them tick, that makes them get first downs and hopefully move the football.
How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down?
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Gets the toe down, but didn't go forward at all. The Cowboys want to move quickly.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when they're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
First play of this drive comes from the 27. right side. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They go to the ground. Plows through the defense. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. These offensive scripts on both sides have been masterpieces as they are going up and down the field in the first. Got a little space. Got the first down and more. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, it's clear the coaching staff had a little conversation before this drive, and they said, we have got to run the football. All 4 plays of this drive so far have been runs, and they're taking a...
Oh, he's got some space. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking downfield, it's Glenn. Makes the grab. At the 20, he's got space. How about this freshman leading him on the chase and making the big play after the catch? While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wide receiver going in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, you've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
The give to the back. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Seminoles. Lining up for the PAT.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Wyoming takes over the football and the Cowboy offense on its way out. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Got the quick completion. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And the Cowboys will hustle to the line. Wants to go up top. Flips it out on the screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it! And a potentially touchdown-saving tackle made there after the long completion.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Anderson wants to throw. Trying to set up the screen. Nice move there. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack tear.
Got it in the middle. It's Bean. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
It's been a nice drive by this offense so far, and now this quarterback is faced with a critical third down in the red zone, trailing by a couple of possessions. If they're able to capitalize here, get this first down, score a touchdown on this drive, this game takes on a completely different feel.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and then
turning it on. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Anytime a wide receiver makes a big play like that, images of Peter Warrick start flashing in Seminoles' heads.
And, man, just that time, that era with Bobby Bowden and those offenses, you just think about high-flying, every position, game breakers, and I think of swag, Reese. Just guys that I know I could throw to the outside that had swag, that could take it to the house, make big plays.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Looking to throw, it's Glenn. Here's the pressure. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Trying to take it back. After making the pick, he took it the other way, and he's dragged down at the 19. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Hit as he throws. Got it. They will score. Touchdown, Wyoming. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And he tacks on the extra point. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Shows him the stiff arm. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds. The Seminoles come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. Sends his first one of the day on the way, and we didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The give to the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Glenn. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Would have loved to have gotten a big return out of that one, but they'll take it first down at the 40.
I'll tell you something. In college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Offense in an empty set. Looking to throw on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Bring in the heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Caught in the backfield, it's Hope. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He's got the tight end. He's brought down at the 11-yard line, and now is this 4-down territory, or will they take the chip shot field goal? They'll play it safe and try for 3. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. He slides that just inside the right upright. And, guys, that field goal draws us even as we get close to halftime.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Oh, they're after him! Trying to make magic with his feet. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Scanning the field, it's Glenn. Makes the grab. Changing on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Using the quick game. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. And the Noles can really attack on this 2nd and short. The play action fake. Going over the top. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Going for it all. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trusting your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more.
Throws toward the end zone. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
And it should come as no surprise, we have ourselves a fun matchup in Tallahassee.
The Cowboys will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots? Try to
breaks into the open. Touchdown, Florida State. They take the lead with the 6.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Off the play fake on first down. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. And the Cowboys headed quickly to the line. Anderson will throw. Quick strike complete. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. The Cowboys come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
It's complete to the right, and this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, that linebacker's athletic. He can make tackles in space against very athletic dudes. That receiver's not an easy guy to bring down. That linebacker got him down quick.
Myers on the move. And a big deflection on third down forces a fourth down. And the Cowboys will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. Punches ahead. They'll give him a yard to the 13.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Running back searching for a hole. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Dropping back, it's Glenn. Throws to the tight end. Connection to the right. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. He tries to take the top off. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Punts it out of the air. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 31 with the first down. And the Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on first down. He makes the catch. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. The Seminoles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll ride Davis here. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down. The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
They'll go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Dances away to buy time. That's caught. It's McCoy. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Seminoles will try to convert on 4th down. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak.
Man, when I was at Florida, Steve Spurrier would wait for this opportunity in the game, 4th and inches, and he'd signal in red Snoopy. Quarterback sneak. It works every time.
The Noles kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Grab near the sticks. It's McCoy. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. The Seminoles didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Looking to throw, it's Glenn. A shot toward the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
The Seminoles are threatening on 1st and goal. Wants to go up top. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way.
There he goes. Powers through. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. The Cowboys come to the line in the hurry-up.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
The throw. Caught over the middle. It's Harris. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down mark. Anderson wants to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. And the missed connection on 3rd down. And the Cowboys will punt it away on 4th down. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He makes the catch at the 10. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Final play of the quarter coming. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Wants to adjust the pattern. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he is brought down, but what a way to finish this quarter with the pick. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. yardage, too.
How about the defensive line? You know what? They're so athletic, they might as well be called running backs. They were running backs in another.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, no. That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th.
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out in this game with a lot of pride and the ability up front and the belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
Wyoming takes over the football and the Cowboy offense on its way out. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
Gets it out fast. What a cut. Now he's loose. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Wide open downfield. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The give on the option. Fights off a defender. Got enough space. Touchdown, Mustard and Brown. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. ULM is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Warhawks have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to Troy. Just another week of football in the Sun Belt, guys, where we've come to expect the unexpected.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the tailback. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Working that left side now. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And the Noles send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. Give to the running back. Sweet cut there. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Makes the catch. Turning it on. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. The Cowboys are in the hurry-up.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry. But they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Anderson will throw. Under fire. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. Looking to throw for it. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. After that last scoring drive, old Uncle Mo has switched sidelines, and now they'll try to get it back while they're clinging to this lead. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll go right back to him. Breaks into the open. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2-, 3-, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. The give to Davis. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and there's a lot of pressure right now on this down if you're on offense because your last 2 plays have gone nowhere. You know the defense just needs to get the football back to give their team an opportunity to go win the game, so you're probably going to have to throw to get this first down. A lot of pressure here on the quarterback, Dave.
Yeah, and how I throw, I think, is important. This is a time when I love moving my quarterback outside the pocket, making it an easy throw, or let him run the football, and if he doesn't get it, the clock still ticks. It's still my friend.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. And the Seminoles decide to punt it away. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. Wyoming takes over the football and the Cowboy offense on its way out. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let...
Going to throw it over the top of the D. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Anderson wants to throw. They'll run the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Lost, the defense is wide open. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. And they spike it and get the clock stopped. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. That's caught. It's Durham. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They'll try to get the first through the air. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. Huge play here late, and this crowd is coming to help the defense. Caught near the sticks. It's Durr. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming.